Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about a new topic, that is new chapter, construction of quadrilaterals. So before going for construction, what is mean by a quadrilateral? We need to understand first. So what is a quadrilateral? What are the different types of quadrilateral and what are the properties of the quadrilaterals? We are going to see first. Okay. Now observe. What is a quadrilateral? First, suppose I'm drawing here some pictures. Now tell me. Like this, I have different figures. This is my first figure, second one, and third one, and like this I have. Now tell me. Observe, count number of sides of the given figures. Okay, this is my first figure. How many sides are there? How many line segments are there in this? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 sides I have, A, B, B, C, C, A, and it is a closed figure made up of 3 line segments, A, B, B, C, C, A. So it is a triangle. My first figure is a triangle. Why? Because a closed figure made up of 3 line segments is known as a triangle. Otherwise, a polygon is made up of 3 sides is known as a triangle. And coming to this second figure, 1, 2, 3, 4 points I have. One side AB, BC, CD, DA. Total 4 line segments are there in this picture. So a closed figure made up of 4 line segments is known as a quadrilateral. Our chapter name quadrilaterals, no? Quadrilateral. And coming to third one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here also, this figure also made up of 4 points. That means here also we are getting 4 straight lines. So it is also a quadrilateral. And coming to fourth picture, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points I have. That means 6 line segments I will get. So it is a closed figure made up of 6 line segments and it is known as hexagon. So just listen before going to revise all this. What is mean by a polygon? Polygon. Why I am talking about polygon? See, these all are the polygons only, whatever we have discussed. Polygon is nothing but a closed figure made up of straight lines only. See, for suppose I have the pictures. Now different pictures I have. Like this I have. You can take any regular shape or irregular shape, no problem. A, B, C, D is one of my see, first I am drawing some pictures, that's all. Okay, observe this first picture. What is the polygon statement? A closed figure made up of a straight line. Now observe this. AB is one straight line, BC is one straight line, CD is one straight line, DA is one straight line, and it is a closed figure. So a closed figure made up of straight lines is known as a polygon. Yes. Now coming to PQRS. Here also all are having straight lines only. So it is also a polygon. First figure and second figure is a polygon. Coming to third figure, this is straight line. This one also straight line segment. This one also straight line. This one also straight line. But what about this? Is this a straight line? No, curved line. So even though it is a closed figure, because it is a curved figure, it is having one of the side as curved side. So that's why it is not a polygon. Okay. Now coming to this one. Even though it is a closed figure, it is having curved lines. It doesn't have straight lines. So that's why it is also not a polygon. If I have any picture like this. Now, is this a polygon? No, because first rule compulsory it is a closed figure, but it is a open figure. So it is not a polygon. So remember whether the given shape is a polygon or not, we need to decide. In that case, first of all check whether it is a closed figure or not, and second condition, we need to check that is that made up of straight lines or not. First condition, whether it is a closed figure or not. So observe the first and second examples. Both are closed figures and made up of straight lines only. That's why these first and second shapes are polygons. So coming to third shape, even though it is a closed figure but made up of one of the curved line also is there. That's why it is not a polygon. Fourth one, it is a closed figure but it is made up of curved line. So that's why it is not a polygon. And coming to last example, this figure only open figure. So it is not a polygon. Now coming to the next types of polygons, names, different names of polygons. If the polygon is having, after that one more thing, regular polygon we have. Regular polygon in the sense, if a polygon having all its sides and all its angles equally, then it is known as a regular polygon. A polygon having all its sides and all its angles equally is a regular polygon. Okay, so polygon is nothing but which is a closed figure made up of straight lines. If that polygon is having all sides equal and all angles are equal, then that is called as a regular polygon. And different names of the polygons are given by, first, if a polygon is made up of 3 line segments, then it is known as a triangle. Polygon, number of sides of polygon, and its name of the polygon. So if I have taken 2 straight lines, I can't form a closed figure. So it is not a polygon. So minimum number of sides required to form a polygon is 3. Okay. With the 3 line segments only we can form the polygon. Otherwise we can't. So 3. When a closed figure made up of 3 line segments is known as a triangle. Its name is given by triangle. 3-sided polygon is a triangle. 4-sided polygon is a quadrilateral. Tri means 3. Quad means 4. So triangle, 3 sides are there. That's why it is a triangle, and quadrilateral, 4 sides are there. So it is a quadrilateral, and 5 sides. 5-sided polygon is known as pentagon. 6-sided polygon is known as hexagon. 8-sided polygon, 7 sides is septagon or heptagon also we can call septagon, and 8 octagon, 9 nanogon, 10 decagon. So these are the different names are given for different polygons depending on their sides. If the polygon is having only 3 sides, it is said to be triangle. 4 sides are there, it is a quadrilateral. 5 sides pentagon, 6 sides hexagon, 7 sides septagon, 8 sides octagon, 9 sides nanogon, 10 sides decagon. Now coming to our chapter name. What is our chapter? Construction of quadrilaterals. Quadrilateral. About quadrilateral we are going to learn. So basically what is a quadrilateral I am going to teach. This is our original topic. What is a quadrilateral? So as I told you, quadrilateral is nothing but a closed figure, a polygon having four sides. Yes or no? A polygon with the four sides is known as a quadrilateral. But what is a polygon? A closed figure made up of straight lines. So what I am writing? A polygon with four sides, four angles, four vertices, and two. Okay, these are the properties. Afterwards I will tell. Four sides is known as a quadrilateral. So a quadrilateral is nothing but a polygon with four sides. Okay, or a closed figure made up of four sides or four line segments is known as a quadrilateral. Okay, first suppose I have a quadrilateral like this. What I told you, quadrilateral is nothing but having four sides. So I am naming those points as A, B, C, D. In this picture, quadrilateral consists of four sides A, B, B, C, C, D, D, A, first thing, and four vertices, point A, point B, point C, point D, vertices, and four angles, angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D, and two diagonals, AC, BD, cross lines. Okay, so a quadrilateral have four sides, before that four vertices, four angles, four sides, and two pairs of diagonals, So in this picture, four sides of the quadrilateral are, so here I am writing, okay. So now I hope you understood what is the definition for quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is nothing but which is having four sides, which is a closed figure which is having four sides is known as a quadrilateral. And simply a polygon with four sides is a quadrilateral. And what are the different parts of the quadrilateral we will see now. A quadrilateral have four sides, four vertices, four angles, and two pairs of diagonals. So observe, consider this example now. P, Q, R, S. Four sides. What are the four sides? First of all, four vertices I am writing. Four vertices of quadrilateral PQRS. Are, what are those four vertices? Point P, point Q, point R, point S. And four angles, four sides of the quadrilateral. Four sides are for this quadrilateral only. PQ, QR, RS, SP. PQ, QR, RS, SP. Total four line segments that are four sides of the quadrilateral. And for this quadrilateral, what are the four angles? Angle P, angle Q, angle R, angle S simply. But we have some notation for angles. Angle SPQ or PQPS. Anyway, we can write a middle letter indicates the angle. So here P is middle. This means this angle is P. Angle P. Now PQR. Angle PQR. Next QRS. And angle RSP. So how to write, how to give the names, you know very well. For P, adjacent angles are S and Q. Yes or no? S, Q. So SPQ, otherwise QPS. Anyway we can write, because P we have to place in middle, that's all. That will be the angle. Now for Q, PQR I can write, otherwise RQP. For R, QRS, otherwise SRQ. Okay. Again for S, RSP, otherwise PSR. Anyway I can write. So like that. Now lastly, two diagonals. Two diagonals are, what are the two diagonals? PR, opposite points you need to join. That is said to be a diagonal. A diagonal is nothing but which is a line segment made up of opposite points by joining the opposite points of the quadrilateral. So P and R are the opposite points, and Q and S are the opposite vertices. That's why PR and SQ both are diagonals. So PR comma SQ, opposite points we need to add. These are the four different parts of a quadrilateral. It is having four sides, four vertices, four angles, and two diagonals. Okay, these are the properties. Now coming to the adjacent sides and opposite sides of this one. So my first thing, opposite sides. First, suppose I am using a quadrilateral in this way. You know that is rectangle. P, Q, R, S is a rectangle. Now I am writing opposite sides of this one. So first pair for PQ. PQ, what is the opposite side? Opposite one is SR. See, for me, the direction is opposite. So like that, for this PQ, what is the opposite one? RS. Opposite sides pair, first pair is PQ is opposite to RS or SR. And second pair, total 4 line segments we have. So two line segments we will treat it as one pair. So two pairs of opposite sides we will get. That is, one is PS and QR. Otherwise SP and QR. These two are opposite. PQ, RS are opposite, and SP, RQ are opposite. Now opposite angles. Opposite sides over, now opposite angles. For angle P, which one is opposite? Angle R. So angle P comma angle R is my first pair, and my second pair is S and Q. Angle S comma angle Q. That's all. Now coming to adjacent sides. Adjacent in the sense beside which are there we need to see. Adjacent sides. So for one side we will get PQ. What is the adjacent side for PQ? Observe. I'm taking PQ. Adjacent means side we have to get. So this is having side and this one is having side. See, observe is for opposite sides you will not get common letter. Common vertex you won't get. But coming to adjacent, PQ and QR. Q is the common letter for PQ and QR. So my first pair of adjacent side is PQ and QR. Q is common vertex for PQ and QR. Okay. So these two are adjacent sides. And go through with the second pair. QR and RS. QR and RS. And go through with the third pair. RS and SP. And my fourth pair is SP and PQ. Okay, observe this. in case of opposite sides, we will not get any letter as in common. But coming to this adjacent sides, PQ and QR. Q is common vertex, so these two are adjacent. So first, suppose I have given PQ and RS like this. Now here these letters, do not have any common vertex. That means these two are opposite sides. Opposite sides. If I have written RS comma SP, SC is common for both the sides. That means these two are adjacent sides. Okay, in this way we can identify which are opposite sides, which are adjacent sides. And for angles also. For P, Q is adjacent. For Q, R is adjacent. For R, SC is adjacent. For S, P is adjacent. So for S, P and R both are adjacent angles, beside angles. For S, I am telling. See, for S, R I got as well as P I got. So see here. Once again, I will tell you. Adjacent sides and adjacent angles for this quadrilateral PQRS. Adjacent sides. Adjacent sides are nothing but which are having beside, yes or no. So first one, PQQR is adjacent. And secondly, QRRS is adjacent. And thirdly, RS and SP. And fourth one, SP and PQ are the adjacent sides. 4 pairs of adjacent sides are there. PQ is adjacent for QR as well as SP. Observe, PQ is adjacent for QR and SP. Okay, and QR is adjacent for PQ and RS. Observe, QR is adjacent for RS and QR is adjacent for PQ and RS. So QR is adjacent for PQ as well as RS, these two. And RS is adjacent for QR and SP. RS is adjacent for QR and SP. And SP is adjacent for RS and PQ. SP is adjacent for RS and PQ. And now adjacent sides are like that. Adjacent angles. As I told you, beside angles. For P, Q is adjacent. For Q, R is adjacent. For R, SC is adjacent. For S, P is adjacent. See, for P, Q and S both are adjacent. If you are drawing P, Q, R, S. For P, Q, S both are adjacent angles. Q and S. For Q, P, R both are adjacent. P and R are adjacent for Q. For R, Q and S. Q, S are adjacent for R. So like that, remember this opposite sides and adjacent sides, opposite angles and adjacent angles. So in case of opposite, we will get only 2 pairs. In case of adjacent, we will get 4 pairs. Either maybe sides or angles. Okay. Now this is about the quadrilateral and what are the different parts of the quadrilateral we have observed. See, quadrilateral is nothing but a polygon which is made up of 4 sides. It is having 4 sides, 4 angles, 4 vertices and 2 diagonals. Okay. And now coming to this opposite sides, how to name opposite angles, opposite sides, adjacent angles and adjacent sides. How to name them also we have studied now. Now coming to the types of quadrilaterals. Types of quadrilaterals. So what are the different types of quadrilaterals and what are their properties also we will see now. Okay, quadrilateral is nothing but a quadrilateral which is made up of 4 line segments. That may be regular or irregular. So now what I am telling, some of the types we have which are having regular shape. See first, parallelogram. Parallelogram. So this is the basic quadrilateral. Parallelogram is nothing but a quadrilateral, means compulsory it is having 4 sides. A quadrilateral having 2 pairs of parallel lines. This indication denotes parallel lines. Yes or no? These 2 are parallel lines. 2 pairs. This is 1 pair and these 2 are another pair. 2 opposite pairs of parallel lines, and those 2 opposite sides are equal and opposite angles also equal. Here 2 acute angles, 2 obtuse angles we will get. So listen, a parallelogram is a quadrilateral with opposite sides are parallel and equal. So a parallelogram is nothing but opposite sides are parallel and equal. Okay, and here we have different properties of a parallelogram. My first property is opposite sides are parallel and equal. Opposite sides are parallel and equal. And my second property is, after finishing the sides, go for angles. Opposite angles are equal. 2 pairs of two angles are acute angles, 2 angles are obtuse angles. And my third property is adjacent angles. Sum of the adjacent angles is equal to sum of pair of adjacent angles equal to 180 degrees. That is, they are supplementary. And my fourth property is diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals are bisecting each other. So here one property I will elaborate for you. A quadrilateral with opposite sides are parallel and equal is said to be a parallelogram. In that they have opposite sides are parallel and equal. So quadrilateral. These 2 opposite sides are parallel lines. A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. Why? Because AB is parallel to CD and both are equal. AB is equal to CD. AD is parallel to BC and AD is equal to BC. And second, opposite angles also equal. Angle A is equal to angle C and angle D is equal to angle B. See, observe, angle A and angle C are acute angles. Angle D and angle B are obtuse angles, because more than 90 degrees we are getting angle B and angle D, whereas angle A and angle C are lesser than 90 degrees. And coming to the third, sum of the pair of adjacent angles is equal to 180 degrees. Pair means 2 angles. 2 adjacent angles. Let us take A and B. A plus B. Angle A plus angle B always equal to 180 degrees. They are supplementary angles. And listen, we have the property, angle sum property of the quadrilateral. Sum of the 4 angles of a quadrilateral always equal to 360 degrees. Okay, this property also important. So when we are adding interior angles of a quadrilateral, their sum is equal to 360 degrees. And now here angle A is equal to angle C, I say. So angle C plus angle D also will be equal to 180 degrees. Angle A plus angle B is also equal to 180 degrees. And now coming to the next, diagonals are bisecting each other. Bisection means what? Bisection is nothing but, now what are the diagonals of this parallelogram ABCD? AC is one of the diagonal and BD also is another diagonal. They are bisecting at O. Bisection is nothing but they are meeting together in such a way that wherever they are meeting, they are divided equal parts. Means AC is divided into equally, okay, AO and OC. BD also divided into equally, that is OD is equal to OB. So diagonals are bisecting each other. Bisection means two equal parts. They are divided into equal parts. Bi means two. Bisection is nothing but they are divided into two equal parts. Okay. So what are the four properties of parallelogram? A quadrilateral which is having opposite sides are parallel is known as a parallelogram. A parallelogram having opposite sides equal and parallel. Second property is opposite angles are equal. Third property is sum of the pair of adjacent angles always equal to 180 degrees. They are supplementary angles. And fourth property, diagonals bisect each other. So this is about a parallelogram. Now coming to the second case, rectangle. Second type of quadrilateral is a rectangle. So in this rectangle, first of all I am drawing the rectangle figure. A, B, C, D. For a rectangle, all angles are equal to 90 degrees and diagonals also equal. They are bisect each other. Okay. And next, opposite sides are equal and parallel too. So this definition is given in like this. A parallelogram. Parallelogram in the sense a quadrilateral which is having opposite sides are equal and parallel. So AB is equal to CD. Opposite sides are equal and AB is parallel to CD. So that's why it is known referred in a parallelogram. A parallelogram with, what is the difference between parallelogram and rectangle? In case of a parallelogram, angles are different, just observe. And we will check with the sides and angles only, remember this. So for a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. And opposite angles are equal. So for this rectangle, opposite sides are equal. There is no change for opposite sides. What is differing? Opposite angles. But here every angle is equal to same 90 degrees. That means a parallelogram with equal angles. This one only no differentiated for parallelogram and rectangle. Sides not differing. What are the difference? In case of angles only it is getting differ. So highlight that angles. So a parallelogram with equal angles is known as a rectangle. A parallelogram with equal angles. Why I am telling it is a parallelogram? It is having two opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay, two pairs of opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite angles also equal. Angle A equal to angle C, angle B equal to angle D. Only the difference is all the angles are equal to 90 degrees. That's all. And diagonals bisect each other. What are the properties of a parallelogram? Observe. First condition, for a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. So here also for rectangle, opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay. Second condition, opposite angles are equal. Here every angle is equal, so opposite angles also equal. And third condition, for a parallelogram, adjacent angles sum equal to 180 degrees. 90 plus 90, 180. And fourth one, diagonals bisect each other. Yes, here diagonals bisecting each other. So that's why A rectangle is a parallelogram. So a parallelogram with, what is the difference? Only angles. A parallelogram with equal angles is known as a rectangle, and its properties are given by, it has two pairs of opposite sides, two pairs of equal opposite sides. Equal opposite sides. This is similar property for parallelogram and a rectangle. And second one, it has all angles equally. So all angles are equal. All angles are equal to 90 degrees. And adjacent angles no need to mention here. So diagonals we will see. First sides, next angles, next diagonals. So diagonals are bisects each other and are equal for a rectangle. And are equal. But parallelogram will not get equal. So remember this. A parallelogram with equal angles is known as a rectangle. A rectangle has two pairs of opposite sides and they are equal, and it is having all angles equally, and diagonals bisect each other and the two diagonals are always equal. So such shape is known as a rectangle. And remember, name only I am mentioning that it is a parallelogram. So all the rectangles are parallelograms, but all parallelograms are not rectangles. Remember this. See, parallelogram is nothing but what? Opposite sides are equal and opposite angles are equal. For this rectangle, these two conditions are possible. That's why it is a parallelogram. That's why it is a parallelogram. Rectangle is a parallelogram. But coming to parallelogram, see, for rectangle, every angle must be equal to 90 degrees. But here, are we getting 90 degrees? No. So just it is a parallelogram, not a rectangle. But rectangle is a parallelogram too. Yes, rectangle. So every rectangle is a parallelogram. Remember this topic, that every rectangle is a parallelogram, but every parallelogram is not a rectangle. That's all. And my third type of quadrilateral is a square. What is the difference between rectangle and square? Only one thing, sides. That's all. Okay. My third one is a square. So for a square, all sides are equal, all angles are equal, two diagonals also equal. Everything is equal. I told you, regular polygon, all equal sides, all equal angles is known as a regular polygon. So it is a regular polygon of four sides. So four-sided regular polygon is a square, and its definition is given by a rectangle or a parallelogram. Anything you can mention. So a parallelogram with, here what are difference for parallelogram and square? All sides are equal, all angles equal. That only the difference. So all sides and all angles with all equal sides and all equal angles is known as a square. Otherwise, in another terms, we can write as a rectangle. So for rectangle and square, what is the difference? For rectangle, the sides are different, but angles, all angles are equal. So a rectangle with all sides are equal. What is differing? That one we need to mention. Sides are equal. Now, properties of a square. First property, sides. All sides are equal. All the four sides are equal for a square. And coming to angles, all angles also equal. All angles are equal. And third point, diagonals also equal and they are bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other and are equal. So whenever we are going for the properties, what are we checking? First, sides, angles, and diagonals. Okay. So remember this: a square is a rectangle with equal sides. Otherwise, it is a parallelogram with equal sides and equal angles. So every square is a parallelogram. What are the properties of parallelogram? Opposite sides are opposite and parallel, equal and parallel. So observe, these two opposite sides are equal and parallel. These two also equal and parallel. All sides are equal. Any side, anywhere you are taking, all are parallel and equal. And all angles, opposite angles are equal. All angles are equal. Opposite also equal. And coming to the third property, sum of the adjacent angles is equal to 180 degrees. So 90 plus 90, 180 degrees. And coming to diagonals bisect each other. So diagonals are equal and bisecting each other. So every property is followed by square. That's why all the squares are parallelograms. So all rectangles are parallelograms, but all parallelograms not rectangles. Same way, all squares are parallelograms, but each parallelogram is not a square. Remember this. Now after this we have fourth one, rhombus. Rhombus. So for a rhombus, definition is given by what are the properties of a parallelogram? Remember, opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite sides, opposite angles. That's all for a parallelogram. Now, rhombus also I am writing in terms of parallelogram. Observe, a parallelogram with, for a rhombus, all sides are equal. Every side is equal, but opposite angles only equal. So which one we need to mention? Opposite angles equal is the same property for parallelogram and rhombus. What is for opposite sides? But here all sides are equal with all equal sides. That's all. So what is the definition? A parallelogram with all equal sides is a rhombus. So it is having all sides equal. All sides are equal. And second condition, angles. Opposite angles are equal. So what is equal property? I am not highlighting. What is different? What is the difference between those two shapes? That one I am highlighting. A parallelogram with all equal sides I am telling. Because parallelogram opposite sides are equal, but remaining all properties are suitable for a rhombus because just observe opposite sides are parallel and equal. So all sides are equal, then opposite sides also equal, then opposite angles are equal, so opposite angles are equal. Diagonals bisect each other, and here diagonals of the rhombus perpendicular, bisect it perpendicular. That means the diagonals are perpendicular bisectors. They are maintaining the angle between them 90 degrees and bisection also possible. So opposite angles are equal. And how the diagonals are there here?